Guys, welcome back to Let's Play Xenogears. Last time we finished a boss gauntlet. This time, let's get the hell out of here. Now this may look similar to what we saw on the other side before the boss gauntlet, but it is actually not. It is a different side. The gear there that we healed at, he is, I guess he moved or followed us or whatever. He said we were pretty powerful when we talked to him last time. Anyway, if you get all the way up here and stand around a little bit and mash the X button until you find this dialogue, we can finally move on. And that switches our perspective back. Hello? What are you doing, Mason? The Young Master's Cup. Oh, they just love building up the suspense that something bad is going to happen and then won't tell us what. They're basically guaranteeing that something bad is going to happen and we have no idea what. They won't tell us. But they don't even leave the idea there that, oh, we might succeed here. Well, that's a pretty good plan, I guess. Give the signal. Okay, then. This is the Castle Bailey. I'm not sure what this is referring to. Maybe it's telling H.C. Bailey that he should make a Let's Play for this game. Who knows? Anyway, let's just keep moving forward here. Try not to damage the castle and avoid needless combat. Remember, let's get in and out and get this all done before we get caught by too many soldiers. We don't want to get bogged down fighting. Alright, let's move on out. I don't know why they give us this chance to do much of anything other than save, even though we just had an option to save. But yeah, we actually don't get to do anything here. We have control of Bart until we hit that ladder and then we lose control again. Anyway, more importantly, we talked to this guy this time, and he actually recognizes us this time. I think last time he failed to recognize us. He thought we were somebody else, just playing in the sewers or something. Well, that's nice. Yeah, just a little bit of dialogue. Nothing much. There's no items around here. We've already been here. I don't think we can do much of anything. Can we even get back in the water? No. Might be able to run down there, but it's just a waste of time at this point. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that there's any items down there, so not after we've already been there. Oh. Well, that's perfect timing. We got him. Not really in position to lower the gate, though. Yeah, you pretty much figured that one was happening. Uh-oh. Oh, balls. Yeah, we're completely screwed at this point. It's nice how they have one sniper in each place. It's a trap! Yeah. Where is Carr? Ramses isn't here. Oh, they figured it all out. I guess we did. And another person calling him by that name. Who would have thought him? Well, why would he be, you know, a strange choice to join this, the resistance here? Oh, well, maybe we'll figure that out later. Yeah, he didn't really want to be a puppet. Yeah, he doesn't want to be a puppet. That's pretty much the problem. He's right there. You must protect your own position. We don't care who's sitting on the throne. Any obedient sheep would be fine. Though they did help Shakan out, I believe, in obtaining that throne to begin with, because I don't think he has the support on his own to usurp control from the previous king. But I think that's only ever implied. Because I don't think they give a good enough timeline of when Gebler starts helping out Ave, or if they helped out Shakan prior to him obtaining the throne. Criminals, huh? Well, I guess we are pirates. Wait a minute. Are you trying to seduce everybody? I bet you if they remade this today, that they would end up having, you know, a lot more skin on her, and she'd be much more of a seductress. Just something I kind of figure would happen. What? Are you kidding me? What in all is holy is that? And of course, Mason. I think this is the land crab that Satan was working on, correct? The one that he transported Weltall with, I think. What in the hell is this? And we get awesome, you know, determined music, like we're gonna, you know, just win the whole day just like this. Till then, get your head waxed. And we're out of here. Seriously, game? This is too ridiculous. Oh, this is bad. Sandworms can't fly. We all love sandworms. Actually, I don't even think we've fought. Well, I guess we've technically fought some sandworms. Not many of them, though. Mostly they've been sand sharks. Yeah, kind of. Get down. Apparently he has a backup plan. And apparently you can fit... What the hell? What? Game? What the hell? Dialogue's going automatically. Seriously? I have no words. What the hell? This is ridiculous. This entire scene makes no sense. Oh god, it's just, I think that's a little jarring to have that super lighthearted, ridiculously stupid scene right after we have that very emotional scene between Faye and Ellie. So, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's good to have a scene like that after such an intense scene, but I usually don't like it to be that ridiculous. How could he operate such a thing? Long ago. It's nothing special. I'm no expert. Bit embarrassed about it. Yeah, I don't know when they bring more information about Mason, or however the hell you pronounce his name. But yeah, he does have a little bit of background story about him. Not a lot. Just, I think, enough. And I think they get into it later, so I won't mention anything now. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We should probably head over to Nissan then and I guess help them out. Now, we do have control of these two again. And again, I see no real point in... well, I'm going to take that off, actually. Give you that. And... yes, I'm actually going to switch that power. Actually, I have more than one powering. Yeah, whatever. I'll just leave that one there. You don't need a power ring right now. But yeah, it's kind of weird that we, again, gain control of them, have access to a save point, but it serves no real purpose. It's been a while since I've saved, so I'll save now, but it, you know, it's really unnecessary. As soon as we walk through that door, the scene changes, so. Okay, saved up. That's pretty much all we have access to them for, because like I said, it switches directly back to another scene here, and we don't really do anything. They don't really give us a lot of options. So we must have found the fleet. That's a lot more ominous than it should be, isn't it? Slow them down. Shouldn't we have had a plan long ago, before we even set out on this mission? We do this. Apparently we win by committing suicide and jumping off cliffs. Well... yeah, a little bit. Sometimes, anyway. Don't fall behind. We're all going in. Now, there's an interesting sequence upcoming, which I'm not a big fan of. There's a lot of gibberish coming out of these guys. Basically, they're going to evade and fire and shoot and all that stuff. Fire at will. Commence operation. Aerial mines. Dialogue's going by itself. Ah, there's Vandercom. Huh? That sounded like good advice, you know, start shooting the quick, you know, rapid-fire weapons and, you know, evade everyone and all that. Okay. Exactly what we were hoping would happen. He's going to shoot everyone with the big gun. Yeah, probably not the best idea. I don't know what Type 3 shells do, but eh. Why wouldn't you just beat them however is the most effective manner? Thanks for your valuable opinion, but I am in charge, not you. Discussion over. Seriously, he's gonna slow down and allow us to catch him. Yeah, this guy's an idiot. He is a complete idiot. Now we have this weird little mini-game here. Aim for the flagship heading west. Don't engage the destroyer, pull off, and I'll help you. Well, telling me to go west basically means to go forward. I'm going to head over here because I can avoid lots of the battles by doing so. And there are a lot of battles. Most of them aren't all that interesting, but you do want to avoid as many battles as you can so that you can try and end these guys quickly and not lose a lot of HP prior to what is obviously going to be a more difficult fight than these guys later. So, yeah, unfortunately, these guys are pretty fast. You want to avoid pretty much all of the enemies you see on the screen. Would you guys hurry it up and stop hitting me so I can kill you? Unfortunately, like, these guys are super weak, but also just too fast. They don't do a lot of damage, but it definitely builds up over time. So yeah, I would recommend heading to the left of the screen to bypass lots of the enemies. And you can get extra ARs from them. Doesn't really matter. Let's see if we can dodge this. Yeah, there we go. Basically, the more enemies you can dodge, the better. They're just playing with them. Not good enough to be my dog. That's a very strange way of putting it. Don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes. 2,000 something per hour. They don't bother to clarify. I think someone else is the moron. Probably the idiot with the cross painted on his face. Yeah. He seems to be giving the worst advice. Now, just past this line, if you go straight, you're going to be hitting a lot of enemies. You don't want to do that, so you want to head to the left again, and if you go far enough to the left, try and dodge in between. No. Of course, the enemies are moving at the same time. This one has a new enemy, so I'll leave it in there. Let's kill those two first, because the other one takes 2 hits to kill, and I want to get those quick gears out of the way as soon as I can. The other one does a little more damage, but I'm not as worried about him, because I don't think he's as fast. But he does, oh yeah, he does quite a bit more damage. There's a dodge, that's what I like to see. So let's end him. And I think it takes 2 hits to kill him, because I think he has a transformation sequence, but I'm going to try anyway to see if I can one-shot him. Use a death blow. I know last time I fought him, I had to... Okay, so he dies. If you hit him with just a fierce attack, he won't do enough damage to end him. You can get sea circuits from them. I don't care. They don't sell for very much, and they're useless at this point in the game. Let's see if I can... I guess these guys are new too. I was gonna cut these guys out. They're just as weak as everybody else, but whatever, I guess. Or are these guys the same? I don't even know. Either way, I'm gonna leave the battle in now because they're dead. And because I couldn't figure it out soon enough. They look a little different anyway. Now, you can also run into those guns sitting there, but I'm not going to bother to show them off because they're not anything special. As soon as you get past them, you can advance with the sequence. What are you up to? Apparently. Okay. 3 remaining allies. What is this mess? Probably bad commanding. And it looks like the other guy's just bailing. He doesn't want to die in this ship along with the moron. And with that being said, we get into this fight. Now, this is an interesting battle, because the gunners on the side do 32 damage, or 34, somewhere around there, per hit, if you don't guard. And it's actually less damage to take those hits and kill this guy straight up, the middle guy, who doesn't actually deal any damage. Now, if you go the other way, you can one-shot the ones on the side and then attack the main one. However, it's the main gun, so it's building up a more powerful attack. And it has a countdown. So if you wait for it to hit you, it'll do 400 to 500 damage. So that was weird. Like teleported off screen for a second. But yeah, the amount of damage you receive from the little guns is actually less than the total damage from the big gun if it hits you. If you don't take the 2 sides out, you'll have enough time to take them down before the main gun shoots. If you do take down the 2 sides, you will get hit by the main gun. You could choose to charge in that round if you wanted to, but I'm lazy, so I'm just going to go the brute force method. Once you kill the main gun, the other 2 die as well, so I wouldn't worry about that. Another reason, other than keeping your HP high, is you also want to keep your fuel high. This should be the end of them right here. There we go. Because this isn't the main fight. Now, this fight is unique because he can drop either a gold nugget or a gold bullion, and that's worthwhile fighting considering how easy the fight is, so I'm just going to redo that real quick, and I will see you in a moment. Okay. Now, I got myself the gold bullion here and leveled up again after the battle there. One thing of note is I seem to have much better luck of getting the gold bullion if you kill the small guns as well. Do note that if you don't want to get hit, you can activate your booster and take out the two side ones with a single attack, and then move forward and take down the main guy with your death blows, and he still won't have time to kill you. So, or unleash his big shot with a gun. It won't kill you. I think it does about 500 damage. But it's better to not take that hit if you don't have to. And everyone has abandoned you. Yet you said that 3 times. What is that? Well, as you may have guessed, a pretty pathetic fight like that is not the actual boss of the area. So, let's see. One for our side. Looks like the only thing that's worked out the way we wanted it to on this entire mission. Of course, these guys don't know that. Yeah. He's probably okay. Any word? Nothing. Not a good news. Well, in this case, we know better. It's not good news. Anyway, like I said, yeah, not the only boss fight in this area. This one is a little more difficult. Let's see, what do we got here? Again, the creepy music. Did you just launch whatever you launched by destroying your own ship? I think you did. Yeah, he pretty much did. He just kind of blew up the ship. Okay then. Well, yeah, this guy, kind of weird looking. What's more weird than how this guy looks? His dialogue, but even more so than that, the name of this mech. Which we will find out in a moment. Now, this mech has a, what is it? Use triangle attacks, by the way. He has a shield on. His name is Dora, the Explorer. Yes. Now, the 2 helpers that we have with us won't do any damage, so don't worry about it. He does have a shield on that will break if you hit it 9 times. So use triangle attacks with everyone to conserve fuel. Get hit by lots of damage multiple times, that's nice. And as soon as you break that shield, I don't think he uses that attack anymore. So we got 3 rounds through there. Or no, that's 2 rounds. Now, once he does this, you do not want to attack him because he has a very powerful counterattack and will make this fight very difficult. So as soon as he picks up one, charge with everyone. And keep charging until he puts them down, because he's not going to really hurt you in the meantime anyway. Eventually, he'll throw them down, which doesn't do any damage for some reason. And we can kind of finish this up. So keep using triangle attacks. You'll get a line of dialogue once the shield breaks. Ow. Should be the last one here. Doesn't matter that they're doing 0 damage. The shield breaks. Head cover broken, defense down. Alright, now we have access. Let's go and turn on booster. And hopefully he doesn't pick up one of my other gears, because that's annoying. Using booster in this fight is hazardous at best, because as soon as he picks up one of your gears, you have to go into charge mode, which means you also have to remove your booster. And so I won't be doing it multiple times, I'll just be doing it this one time. And now I'm going to turn booster off and charge, because there's pretty much nothing else you can do. And if you leave booster on while you're charging, you actually lose an amount of fuel more than you gain back with the charge, and you'll run out of fuel too fast. So just have them use their X attacks now. One of them seems to do damage, the other does not for whatever reason. guess their stats vary a little bit, but they're not your main source of damage anyway. Oh, looks like they both do some damage this time. Sometimes neither of them do damage, sometimes both. Ow! Sometimes both of them do damage, and sometimes neither, or, you know, one does damage and the other doesn't. Either way, I wouldn't worry too much about them. They're not very useful to begin with. How the hell did something that big dodge? Anyway, time to do some more charging. And I forgot to turn my timer back on. I was probably not going to include this boss fight because the episode was a little long, but I have no idea how long it is anymore. So, yeah, we'll just finish this fight up and call it an episode. Alright, let's hit him a few more times. I don't think he's got too much left. It's not the most difficult fight if you know to charge during his counterattack phase when he's holding the extra guys with his claws. If he's not doing that, then, like if you don't know about that counterattack, this fight can be very difficult and you'll probably end up with like 400 HP left after killing him with only Faye left and the other two dead. At least that's what happens to me the vast majority of the time that I do this fight without doing that. So that's probably important to know if you're trying to not get your ass kicked in this fight. Unfortunately, the fight does take a long time because you have to do so much guarding. These other guys can't use booster, they can't do much of anything, in fact. They're really just super weak. Don't pick up anybody, thank you. See, having those response circuits and the magnetic coat on really helps for dodging. You would not dodge nearly as much if you did not have those equipped, so upping your response can be very useful. Unfortunately, however, it is kind of a crapshoot on whether it's actually going to work or not. You know, so it is a chance to dodge, it's not 100% to dodge or anything like that. It just increases your percentage. Now, there is a formula for this. If you have a certain amount of base evasion status on your character and 3 magnetic coats on, you can have an evade rate of 50%. And, oops, why am I still doing that? Let's see here. Then you can actually have 50% dodge rate, which of course is quite, you know, useful, but at the same time, very expensive because magnetic coats cost a lot, which is why I went for the response circuits instead. Even at a 50% rate, it doesn't always seem to work. There we go, got some more stats, and we got an extra AR plus 3. I'm not sure if that's 100% or not. I seem to get it most of the time. Anyway, that's pretty much all the time I have for this episode of Let's Play Xenogears. Next time, we'll find out what's going to happen to the deposed Vandercom now that we've, well, deposed him. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.